Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing to you another failed bag purchase. I don't know what is going on with me in 2021, but I just keep buying bags that are not working out for me. Luckily, the places that I buy from, I try to make sure they have a good return policy unless I know it's a bag I really, really want. In this case, I loved the color and I loved the style, but actually the description did not match the bag I ended up getting. But regardless, let's jump into this reveal. So it is a, as you can see by this bag, Bottega Veneta piece. I don't know if you can see that, but the plastic bag it actually came in. So right there, Bottega Veneta. As you can tell, this is a slightly older piece, as it does have the brown dust bag still, and they have done away with the brown dust bag and have replaced it with a white dust bag with green writing, which I actually really don't like, and I prefer this dust bag. The colors of the new dust bag just look really fake to me, which is really weird because, like, I don't know why they changed it. This was just like really iconic for Bottega Veneta. So let me show you the bag, and it is in all its wrapping because, like I said, I am returning it, and regardless, I like to keep all my bags in their wrapping. And it is the very cute, guys, I love this color and the leather, but I'll explain to you why it's going back when we discuss it. It is the very cute Bottega Veneta small Arco bag. So this is in the pebbled leather. The leather, guys, is amazing feeling. It's a pebbled calfskin, and it is in a very dark green color, which is my favorite color of all time. It's very hard to see, but right here embossed, it does say Bottega Veneta, and I believe it does say made in Italy, which is even harder to see. You guys can see it a little bit right there. It does have the very Bottega-like style where it does have the weave in it. This is a bigger weave. There are no exterior or outside pockets. It does have, which I loved, little feet on the bottom that are gold. And it does have this little clasp at the top on the straps, which allows you to clasp or unclasp the straps depending on how you are wearing it. So it is more of a tote style, which I do love tote bags, but on the description when I bought this bag, it said it came with a detachable, adjustable strap. And I don't know if the Arco ever comes with an adjustable, attachable strap, and I should have realized that. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, this bag is going to be perfect for me. But it doesn't. There's nowhere to attach a strap, and it does not come with a strap, which is why this bag is being returned. If it had had that strap, I probably would have kept it because then I could have also worn it in a little more of a crossbody style. Yes, these handles are tall, but they are thin, and so it would totally work on me. I am very tall. But it does not. So let's go into the measurements of this bag. Its length is 12.9 inches. Its height is 14.9 inches, which I believe actually includes this, which is slightly taller than that corner of the bag. And then the depth is 2.3 inches. So like I said, the leather on this bag is amazing. I love it. It's just so beautiful. Like I can't even describe it to you guys how much I like it. But as you guys will see with the interior, there is nowhere to attach any sort of strap to it. It is just the suede interior, and you can even see, like, you know, the kind of interwoven knitting part of the leather right there. It does have this back flap pocket, which is a slip pocket, and a zippered pocket, which I do think is really nice, and I do love suede interiors of bags, actually. I know that it can get really messy, but I was just really hoping to have another way to wear this bag, and I didn't because the description was wrong, and I should have known better. It did come with its little Bottega Veneta cards, which are right there. And so when I noticed that, I was like, am I losing my mind? I had to go back and like reread the description. And I reached out to them, and at first they're like, no, it doesn't come with strap. And then they read their description like, oh, it does. So they are taking it back, which I think if this bag had been slightly bigger and not the small Arco, but a bigger size Arco without the strap, I totally would have been fine. It's just this is pretty small to actually just be a tote bag, at least for me. And the other problem for me with this bag, which I didn't necessarily realize, is there is no sort of way to secure this top flap. So it's not the most secure bag. It is really a tote bag, especially considering things can fall out of these little side flaps right here. Unlike the, like, you know, Celine belt bag, which it kind of reminds me of, it doesn't have any sort of clasp. It just, these kind of stay because of the handles. And the handles do kind of allow it to, like, the flap to go behind the handles. I have been looking, and I think the bigger Arco would be a great size for me. But I think another big problem with me buying this bag and then me getting it and realizing is I really want the cassette bag and I want the cassette bag in a very specific color, and this is not the cassette bag. And I should know better. I have been buying bags for a long time that whenever you buy around another bag because one bag is cheaper than the other, it never works out well, guys. So I think I just need to suck it up. I need to start hunting for the cassette bag because I only want it in a very specific color, and then I need to get that bag. I do think this bag is beautiful. I think the leather on it is amazing. I mean, no one has ever faulted Bottega Veneta's quality. I just thought it was one thing and then it was something else, which was just unfortunate. So like I said, I think I would repurchase in a bigger size if I was to get another Arco. I wish I had a Bottega, I cannot talk, a Bottega Veneta closer to me so I could go try them on. But as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, everything that is open around me does, like for a designer boutique, only does appointments, which I think is very common throughout the US. And I feel really bad going into a designer boutique just to try on a bag and not to actually purchase anything. So that does hold me back. So I do think if this Arco does, in the bigger size, does go back on my purchase list and that's something that I want, I will wait until this pandemic has died down so that I can just go on and try it on in a couple different colors and just kind of see that I really want it, maybe go home, sleep on it. I think this was a little bit too much of an impulse purchase because it was a good price. I am very into Bottega right now, and I love green. It's just not the right size for me, not the necessarily right style at the moment because I am having such hard eyes for the cassette bag. And you know, we all make mistakes, and I definitely did with buying around the cassette bag. I do think, like I said, this is lovely leather. If those measurements work for you and you are someone who does like a little tote, this is great. But I do not like little totes. As you guys will have noticed if you've seen any of my Louis Vuitton videos, I basically only buy the GM size of tote bags because I love big tote bags. I want to put everything in them, and this is just not one of those bags. This is definitely a handbag, definitely more on the Louis Vuitton Neverfull PM size. So, striking out again. You know, like I said, I think you guys will be seeing if I can find the right colorway, which of course is not a current season colorway because why would I do that to myself? I'm looking for a very specific colorway. I would not be surprised if you see a Bottega Veneta cassette reveal eventually happening. It is kind of the bag that I'm looking to find in this first quarter, especially with all the price increases that have happened at Louis Vuitton and Chanel, which just kind of break my heart because I just feel like they've become so unattainable for so many people and the quality hasn't gone up. And honestly, like, I love both those fashion houses, but I'm kind of over it. I'm over the price increases. Like I mentioned in my wish list video, I do have, you know, a couple pieces from Chanel I'd like to get and a couple pieces that I'd like to get from Louis Vuitton, but especially the Louis Vuitton ones are not like have to haves. And then my Chanel pieces are really just two, one being the dad sandal and then the other being a mini reissue. So I think you'll be seeing a lot more like different fashion houses this year in my purchases, and just in general I think there'll be a lot more expanding into like shoes and ready-to-wear than handbags because I do have a very big handbag collection. But if you like handbag reveals, handbag reviews, handbag comparisons, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button below, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week on Mondays and on Thursdays. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!